I wasn't even researching anything new that night. I was just scrolling through old Reddit cold case threads, archived discussions, the usual digital graveyards of unsolved crimes. It's a weird hobby, I know, but I've always been drawn to mysteries, to the stories that never found an ending. Most of the posts were years old, their digital dust settled and forgotten. Most of the users who wrote them had long since moved on. But then I started seeing something impossible. Comments. Brand new comments on threads that had been dead for a decade. At first, I thought they were just bots. You know how it is? Random timestamps, throwaway accounts with usernames like user 74,921, zero karma, no history. But the wording, it was too specific, too precise. I was on a thread about a woman who vanished from her apartment in the middle of the night. The original post asked a question that had stumped investigators for years. How did the killer know she was alone? The thread had been silent for 6 years. Then, right underneath that old question, a new comment appeared, posted just minutes ago. It said, "Because she told me, my heart did a little trip hammer thing in my chest." I clicked the profile. The username was a jumble of letters and numbers, but before the profile page could even load, I got an error. Page not found. The account had already been deleted. Weird, right? I tried to shake it off. I navigated to another thread, this one a long discussion about a missing couple. They were last seen leaving a small town diner late one night. The police had searched everywhere, but the case went cold fast. Someone in the comments years ago had written, "The police never found the murder weapon, which is why they couldn't charge the main suspect." And again, like a ghost in the machine, a fresh comment materialized just below it. It read, "Check the drain pipe behind booth 6. The account vanished before the page even finished refreshing. My browser just spun for a second, and then the username was gone, replaced by that familiar label, deleted. I told myself to ignore it. It had to be a troll. A very dedicated, very creepy troll with way too much time on their hands. Maybe someone who gotten their hands on some obscure case files and was just trying to mess with people. It had to be. But then I saw a comment that made my skin crawl. It was on a post about an unsolved homicide from the early 2000s. A woman was found near a river. The cause of death was officially undetermined. There were no suspects. The entire discussion had been quiet for 3 years, a digital tombstone. Then a new comment popped up, just one sentence long. "You're missing 1 minute and 43 seconds. The part where she begged. I clicked the username so fast my trackpad squeaked under my finger, but it was no use. Gone. Profile not found. A phantom. That's when I started taking screenshots. I didn't know what I was going to do with them, but I knew I had to have proof. The comments kept coming, night after night. They were always short, surgical, and terrifying in their accuracy. They referenced details that had never been released to the public-private notes from the coroner's report, the exact location of unreported evidence, the specific layout of crime scenes that only the first responders and the killer could have known. I started pulling up official police reports, old news articles, anything I could find. I'd read a comment and then I'd dig. And one detail after another matched. The type of shoelace used as a ligature. A specific brand of cigarette found at the scene. The fact that a victim's watch had stopped at 3:17 a.m., this person wasn't just reading these threads. This person was talking, confessing. Then, just as I was getting used to this horrifying new reality, the pattern changed. The comments stopped answering old questions and started asking new ones. On a thread about an unidentified body found in a national park, a new comment appeared. Do you think she knew she'd been followed all the way from the city? On a different thread, one about a missing teenager, another comment. Anyone want to guess where she is now? Then another, more direct. You're all so close. And then the one that really got me. Want a hint? Every single account was created seconds before posting and deleted instantly after. They were digital specters, leaving these chilling breadcrumbs before vanishing into the ether. I finally decided I couldn't just sit on this. I reached out to the moderators of one of the true crime subreddits. I sent them my screenshots, my notes, my growing sense of dread. Their reply made my entire body go cold. I wasn't the only one seeing the comments. Other users, just like me, had been screenshotting them on different cases in different threads across multiple subreddits. But it was always the same pattern. A comment appears. It reveals something only the killer could know. And then the account erases itself from existence. Some of the more tech-savvy mods had tried to trace the timestamps. The accounts were being created and destroyed in seconds. There was no IP history, no digital footprint, no origin. Nothing. It was like they were being willed into existence for a single, terrifying purpose. One mod sent me a message that said, "It's like the comments never existed at all. Like someone is just passing through the threads, but never really staying." Then came the night everything escalated. I was deep in a thread about a triple homicide from 2005. It was a notoriously gruesome case with zero resolution. A user had just posted a long, detailed theory about the timeline of events. Underneath their post, a new comment appeared. You're wrong about the timeline. I didn't go upstairs first. My eyes were glued to the screen. Before I could even blink, before I could even move my mouse to take a screenshot, a second comment appeared from the same account. Also, tell the man reading this I know where he lives. I froze. My blood turned to ice. The man reading this, me? It couldn't be. It had to be a coincidence, a sick joke. Then a third comment. 3 words. Stop following me. My hand was shaking as I tried to click the profile, but it was useless. It had already been deleted. My browser flickered. Then the page refreshed on its own. Then I was logged out of Reddit entirely. My session terminated. When I managed to log back in, my heart pounding against my ribs, I went straight to the folder where I'd been saving my evidence. Every screenshot I had taken that night was gone. The folder was empty, wiped clean. And there on my homepage, pinned to the very top of my feed, was something I couldn't explain, something that shouldn't have been possible. A single notification. It read, "You deleted replied to your comment." But I hadn't posted anything. I hadn't commented on a single thread in weeks. My fingers trembled as I clicked the notification, my mind screaming at me not to. It took me to a blank page, just a single thread. And there it was, one line of text, the same writing style, the same clipped, clinical, terrifying tone. Your turn.